Todos nós temos que nos esforçar para ir ao encontro das necessidades espirituais e materiais dos outros. Mas, claro, não posso negar que nós sacerdotes devemos estar na linha de frente.
The Priestly Society of the Holy Cross is an association of priests which aims to promote the holiness of the secular clergy in the exercise of their ministry in the service of the Church, according to the spirit of Opus Dei.
That, for me, is what I felt I needed, and that has been keeping me going.
Membership is open to any secular priest who perceives that God is calling him to sanctify himself in his ministry according to the spirit of the work.
Gracias a la vocación a la obra, mi vocación sacerdotal se alimenta, se sostiene, crece, se proyecta, se renueva.
Una suma de puntos de agarre que todos sumados me dan estímulo, alegría, confianza, ánimo.
The spiritual help provided is aimed at improving the interior life of the members, encouraging them to carry out their priestly duties faithfully, and fostering each one's union with his bishop and his fraternal dealing with other priests.
Without a doubt, one of the things that St. Josemaria taught priests is that their first priority, really, in terms of obedience, is always, always, always to their bishop.
Diocesan clergy who belong to the Priestly Society of the Holy Cross remain incardinated in their own particular church. They depend only on their bishop and are in no way under the jurisdiction of the prelate Opus Dei.
Da la seguridad de que están atendidos espiritualmente y de que también humanamente se verán también ayudados por sus hermanos sacerdotes y ellos se convertirán también en un factor de búsqueda de comunión en el presbiterio.
O que mais entusiasmo me provoca, depois continuar a minha vida de sacerdote enquanto puder e nos trabalhos que me estão encomendados pelo meu bispo.
Todo se pone al servicio de los demás.
Das Entscheidende ist das Herz. Man muss Herz haben für die Menschen.
Se nos pide ser artífices de comunión y de unidad, sabiendo que cada uno, desde su cualidad, aporta lo propio, pero necesita de los demás.
Priests incardinated in various dioceses joined the society to find support and encouragement in their search for holiness in their priestly ministry, which encompasses all aspects of their existence.
Poner toda la vida bajo ese signo de la filiación de Dios me parece que es algo trascendental.
The depth of being able to express the faith with our interior lives, with our ongoing formation as priests and bishops, with a commitment in a humble way.
Para ser un sacerdote de Cristo, un sacerdote entregado a la Iglesia, que tiene que tener un corazón universal, que tiene que estar siempre unido al magisterio del Santo Padre, fiel al Evangelio, un sacerdote entregado.
When we were ordained, our formation doesn't end. It's only the beginning. They're teaching us how to find the answers to our questions, and that's where it really begins, that regular encounter with intellectual, emotional, spiritual, and human formation.
Y la obra viene a hacer del trabajo una oración, a santificar el trabajo, a que nos santifiquemos con el trabajo, a que santifiquemos a los demás por el trabajo.
The Priestly Society of the Holy Cross offers its members and the clergy who participate in its activities spiritual support to sustain and strengthen their interior life, their doctrinal and pastoral formation, and their fraternal union with priests.
Dios me pide ser sacerdote creciendo, y eso es lo que a mí particularmente me ayuda la Sociedad Sacerdotal de la Santa Cruz. Esa ayuda para seguir creciendo cada semana, ¿no?
Me ayuda mucho a ser yo mismo, de acuerdo a lo que Dios quiere de mí, tomando a Jesucristo como ejemplo.
I think it complements my life as a bishop. It makes me strong so that I can be a better bishop.
Y eso me llena de mucha alegría.